Hey, this is Jason Bellamy with Builder Buddy. I'm going to go over best practices for siding and trim. So if you go to our website, builderbuddy.com, and you go to the Ask Us Anything bar and you type in siding, and then that will bring up siding and trim best practice installation. So if you want to see these illustrations, just type in siding into builderbuddy.com. And so here we have the James Hardie general installation requirements for their Hardie plank product, or all their Hardie products. The reason why I've picked this installation guide is because it's really beautifully illustrated, and it's best practice for all kinds of siding, including stucco, masonry, vinyl, wood, pretty much any kind of siding. These are best practices. And so the things that we're looking for are proper clearances, good gutter installation, and good details, flashing details, and spacing at transition areas and pipe and flue penetrations. So we can just go over some of these images here. Here, where they install the siding near or above the roofing, we want to see 2 inches clearance. So you should clearly see the step flashing in between the siding and the roofing. It seems strange to have that much clearance, but that's going to keep, if there's snow or standing water, that's going to prevent the siding from wicking moisture, and that will save a lot of money over the long term. Another detail we like to see is where the gutters terminate at siding. We like to see a 1-inch gap between the gutter and the siding. And this is called a kick-out flashing. It directs water back in toward the gutter. That just prevents water. If this gutter gets clogged with debris, instead of water overflowing against the siding and keeping that wet, now we have this proper spacing, and this kick-out flashing also helps to direct water back into the gutters. This helps a lot. This is very common to see decay all along here where the gutter intersects with the siding. This is called a block penetration. So drier vents, flues, larger pipes where they penetrate through the siding. A lot of times we'll just see that they slap on a lot of caulking around there. What you really want to see is a block piece of trim. That could be MiraTEC, a composite trim, could be PVC. I like PVC, it doesn't really decay. So a block and then metal flashing over that, and then a hole drilled through that block. That's the right way to install block penetrations. So we want to see proper clearances when it comes to the siding over patios, asphalt, concrete, and also decks. So this is the same thing. Here's a deck, siding over decks, siding over a concrete slab. We should see 2 inches. 2 inches between the siding and the slab. Something to keep in mind is that wherever the siding is, behind the siding is wood framing. So if we have a condition where it is right up against a slab, the slab could not only be deteriorating the siding, but also the framing behind it. So this is a very important detail here, keeping this clearance and making sure that there is proper step flashing at transition areas. So transition areas is could be decks, could be windows, doors, where siding transitions into horizontal trim, or where siding intersects into, sometimes foundation walls will extend beyond the plane of the siding, or masonry, stone, brick, other types of veneers will extend beyond the plane of the siding. And so we'll want to see this sort of detail where the siding overlaps over the metal Z flashing, and the Z flashing extends beyond the plane of the veneer and then down again. So that just prevents any water from getting behind the siding, causing leaks and decay over the long term. Also very important is we want to make sure that there is 8-inch, or in this case it's 6 inches, I like 8 inches, between the siding and trim and the ground. Just because when it rains hard or gutters overflow, water is going to be splashing up, and then over time people tend to pile on mulch and or sometimes just erosion will cause the grade to become higher and will decay the siding, trim, and framing over the long term. So these are some great examples, illustrations of proper clearances and flashing and installation for all types of siding. This is specific to Hardie, but these are great illustrations. So if you want to read all this information, see these illustrations, if you type in siding in builderbuddy.com, you'll be able to view these. Thanks for listening.